Amid a torrent of rumors on social media speculating about Kate's health, can the palace's "never complain, never explain" policy continue to apply? The internet is counting how many days the Princess of Wales does not appear in public. That she is recovering from major surgery at home, an explanation offered openly, clearly and repeatedly by the palace, is not enough to satisfy modern curiosity. According to social media and foreign websites, Catherine could be hiding in a mysterious place, in a coma, being cloned, undergoing cosmetic surgery for a Brazilian butt lift, or waiting for a bad haircut to grow out. These are not all the versions that are voiced on different platforms. But the lack of news and photos of the Princess of Wales has sent royal watchers to a new level of frenzy. The old palace policy of "never complain, never explain" is being tested and is about to crumble. In our view, we made it abundantly clear from our statement at the beginning of January that the Princess of Wales planned to not engage in public appearances until after Easter, and that has not changed, a Welsh spokesman says. We have always been clear that we will not provide updates unless there is something new to share. In January, the palace announced that the princess had undergone abdominal surgery, which left her in hospital for 2 weeks, and that she would have to take time off to recuperate until at least Easter. In 2024, the public, accustomed to news traveling at lightning speed, finds that this is not enough to reassure them. Rumors about Kate, Princess of Wales, are circulating amid health problems, says a source. He was tracking the curious case of the disappearance of Kate Middleton, and numerous websites were asking, "Where is Kate Middleton?" Even the BBC was forced to mention the royal dilemma as public curiosity about Kate's health grows. Some of this public curiosity was harmless, sometimes genuine and downright nasty, as reflected in online jokes and memes. Add to this the new media landscape where anyone can claim to be a royal expert, and the whole situation gets out of hand. The palaces now face an uncontrollable cycle of new media that is interfering with their protocols like never before. No one agrees on when, where, or even if the late Queen Elizabeth II said, "Never complain, never explain," but there is no doubt that it summed up her reign. Now we have to move away from this. Part of the problem, as one expert points out, is the difference in responses between the palaces. Kensington represents the Waleses, while Buckingham represents the King and Queen. The public simply doesn't know what to expect, the source said. One day they hear all about the King's prostate, and the next day they don't hear why William missed his godfather's memorial. None of these approaches are necessarily right or wrong, but you can understand why the general public is confused. Another said, "Honestly, I don't think there's any mystery or need to panic." An atmosphere of openness has so far prevailed at Buckingham Palace, up to a point. After confirming that the king was suffering from symptoms of an enlarged prostate, the public saw him enter and leave the hospital with the Queen. He has been seen regularly since revealing he has cancer, including being photographed smiling and waving to audiences in London while driving a government-issued Bentley with deliberately large windows. His office allowed rare filming of the first minute of his private meeting with the Prime Minister, and later released photographs of him looking through get-well cards. On Commonwealth Day, instead of attending a service at Westminster Abbey, he will give a video message. It appears that the king wants to be seen, reassuring the public that the affairs of the state continue and the monarchy is strong. It is important that we not only say that he is fulfilling these duties, but that we see that he is fulfilling these duties, the palace aide said. Palace defenders point out that there is a huge difference between a king, who is the head of state, and a princess and mother of 3 who has no day-to-day constitutional responsibilities. Following calls for the princess to pose for photographs as proof of her whereabouts, one source says, Why does she need this? True, I don't understand this. In what other case will a woman take sick leave after a major operation and instead of recovering, she will have to pose for photographs? Those who know the prince note that his recent penchant for openness, from talking about mental health to speaking out about Gaza, reaches a breaking point when it comes to his wife. The truth about the princess's health, say the Wallace's friends, is not salacious. She is doing well, she'll be fine, her recovery is tedious and necessarily long. She stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks to get some peace and quiet. It was literally for her health. This isn't the first time royal rumors have spread, whether online or otherwise. But this comes at a time of real challenge for the monarchy. Their approaches need to be consistent, says a former royal advisor. At the moment, one palace never explains, the other always explains. Never complain, never explain, was true to the era of Queen Elizabeth II. Once this latest saga is over and the royals get back on their feet, the next generation may have a chance to come up with a version fit for the 21st century. Kate Middleton and Prince William are dreading Gary Goldsmith's reality TV debut. Kate's uncle is one of the contestants on Celebrity Big Brother, where every minute of his life will be documented. Neither the royal family nor the Middletons would approve if Gary ranted about royal affairs on an upcoming reality show. In a conversation with former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond, she said that Gary's upcoming stay on the show would not benefit the royal family, which is already going through several crises at once. She also pointed out his known animosity towards Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, conveying Prince William and Kate's concerns about what he would say when the cameras started rolling. I think it's a terrible idea and I can't imagine it had the blessing of anyone from Middleton or the royal family, she told the publication. Gary will be under intense pressure to spill the beans, and anything he says, no matter how innocent, will make headlines. And those are not headlines that anyone in the family would welcome, Jenny explained. The last thing they want is for Gary to be there. He already has a reputation for being a bit risque, and William and Kate have worked hard to keep things their way, especially when it comes to their communication, and they won't want to, so that Gary behaves freely, the royal expert added.